guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I wanted to show you how to make this little card box. This box, it will hold A2 cards. This is perfect for when you want to give like some of your cards away to people as a gift. So I have a spot to hold envelopes and a spot to hold cards. I have 5 cards and 5 envelopes in mine. This could hold way more than that. But that's just what I'm doing. And I like to give people like an assortment of birthday cards or thank you cards or whatever. And it's as easy, it's a nice gift for people who aren't card makers, so they have cards to give out. But I'm going to show you how to make this because it's actually quite easy and they're very simple. So what you need is, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock. Sorry guys, I got to reach over here. Actually, I'm going to pop my bracelet off for the video. Okay, so you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock, and I'm using Pacific Point cardstock here. And you need one of them to be 8 1/4 by 9 1/2. So 8 1/4 by 9 1/2, and you need one of them to be 8 1/4 by 11. All right, so these were just 8 1/2 by 11 sheets of Pacific Point, and I just had to trim them down a little bit. Okay, and I have my Simply score here. I zoomed in so you guys can see a little bit better, so you're not getting the whole thing in the shot, but I think you'll be able to see the measurements here. All right, so you want to feed this in here with the shorter end up at the top. So this is the 8 1/4 end is up at the top, and we're just going to score this one at 7 1/4. So right here, 7 1/4, and we're going to score it all the way down. All right. Then I'm going to put in the 8 1/2 or the 8 1/4 by 11 sheet with the long way across the top, so the 11-inch across the top. And we're going to score this at 4 3/4. So 4 3/4, 5 1/4, 10, and 10 1/2. Okay. Then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, and these 2 score lines I just did on the right side I want at the bottom, so I'm going to rotate it this way, and I'm just going to score it once right at, let's see, 1/2 inch right here. So I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. Oops. Oh, my score line moved. There we go. 1/2 inch, and I'm going to score it at 7 3/4, so right here. Okay. And that's it for our Simply score. So I'm actually going to put this away. And next you're going to need to grab out your trimmer. So we're going to take this one right here that we just did, and we're going to cut it in half the long way at 4 1/8. We're just literally cutting it right in half. So 4 1/8, I'm going to line it up. So now I have 2 pieces that are exactly the same with the score lines over on the side. All right, but they can be exactly the same, it doesn't matter. And then with this one, we're going to cut this one in half. So here's our score line. I'm going to put that at the bottom, and we're going to cut this one in half as well. And I'm going to cut this one in half at 4 3/4. So we're just cutting both of them right in half. 4 3/4. All right, so there we go. And I'm going to set this aside. Okay, so here's what I've got. I've got 2 of these, 2 of these. Now I'm going to take the 2 shorter pieces, and we're going to burnish our score line. So we should just have 1 on each. 1 and 2. And we're going to glue these together just like so. So we're going to put one on top of the other so that it comes together like this. So I like to use a really strong adhesive. So I'm going to use my Fast Fuse. And I'm going to cover this whole tab. Let's see here. Oh, I just ran out of Fast Fuse, of course. So to refill your Fast Fuse, you go ahead and pull this out, just like you do with the snail adhesive. And let me grab my refill. Just a second, guys. I gotta find a refill. Here, I've got one. Open this up. Okay, and this just snaps right in here like so. There we go, and put this back on. And that is it. Let me throw these away. All right, so let me get this one going. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to line this one right on top. Like so. Come on. And press, press, press. All right, so I have that piece just like that. Okay, so now we're going to take these two pieces and let's go ahead and burnish all of these score lines. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I've got this long piece right here. Okay, and the other one. I like to burnish so that the part that sticks up is on the inside. It really doesn't matter though, it's just a personal preference for me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the long piece. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut up all 4 of these to the first score line, all of these little tabs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And actually this last little square here, we're just going to cut that one all the way off. Okay, so it looks like that. And same on this one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now these are 2 separate little boxes, so we're going to put those together. So first thing I'm going to do, so this end with the 2 burnished pieces here, I'm going to fold it down on the second line. So I've got the first tab and the second tab, and I'm actually going to put adhesive. So this is the inside of my box. I'm going to fold it down. I'm going to put the adhesive on the outside of this end tab here. So like so. And then I'm also going to stick some adhesive on this piece right here. So I'm going to fold it down and stick my adhesive on. It's much easier to stick this adhesive on right now than after you've already started gluing. If you accidentally make that mistake or you need to glue this piece first, it's fine. Just go ahead and use some tear and tape or something like that along those lines. So I'm going to push this little tiny tab in. Okay, and I'm just going to fold, make sure that's down, and I'm just going to fold this up, and it should line up perfectly. And I'm going to press. Okay, and now here's the piece with the adhesive right here. I'm just going to push that tab in, push it down, and the box should come together just like so. Okay. There, and so there's my first little box. See, it's just a simple little box. There's no top to it. So again, I'm going to push my little tab in, fold this down, and I'm going to put adhesive right here. And adhesive on this piece right here. Okay. All right, and again, I'm going to fold this up, and it should line up perfectly. Right here. And press, and then go ahead and push my tabs in and fold this part up. Okay, and there's my 2 little boxes. And just one second, guys, my little one's yelling for me. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, so now I have these 2 little boxes. And now what we want to do is take this piece, and these 2 boxes, they actually are going to fit right in here in the center, and then this will fold up like so. So what I want to do is figure out where these are going to go exactly. So they're going to glue just like this. Okay, so we want to stick our adhesive. This is at least what I like to do. I like to fast fuse these in as well. So I'm going to do my adhesive right here and right here. And then I'm just going to press. So I line my boxes up, and it will go right. Oops, that looks a little bit crooked. Okay, lay my box on here. Okay, and press that one down. And then I'm actually just going to line this one up right in here and press like so. There we go. Okay, so see, when it opens, it's like that. Okay, so at this point you would put your cards in. So I actually have some thank you cards here that I've made. So I've got some thank you cards, so I'm going to stick those in one side. And like I said, I put 5 cards in because I feel like that's a good amount, but you could totally put more in if you need to. And it really depends on how bulky your cards are. And then, of course, you don't want to forget the envelopes. Okay, and then it will close up like so, and it doesn't really matter what's your front or what's your back. Okay, the next thing I do is I like to, let's see, I'm going to punch a couple holes in the front, and I'm just going to use my 1/2 inch circle punch here. So I'm just going to punch, let's see, 1 and 2. Oops, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I was about to punch through my envelopes. Okay, line this one up right like so. 1 and 2. Okay. And then I have 2 pieces of designer series paper. So you can really use anything you want. You could use really cute birthday paper. I mean, whatever you want. I am actually using designer series paper from the Painted Harvest. This is retiring at the end of December 2017. And actually, I think it's available now while supplies last. And but I like the other side. So one side is harvesty, but the other side is just kind of generic. And I liked the Pacific Point with this garden green and lemon lime twist together. So you need 2 pieces, and they need to be cut at 4 by 5 3/4. You could make them a little bit bigger if you want more coverage on your little card box. I just liked having a big border. Okay, so I'm going to just use my snail, and I'm going to stick this right on the front, like so. Okay. And one goes on the other side. And at this point, you can decide whichever one you did straighter or you like better to make your front. And then you just put some ribbon through. So I'm actually using this Peekaboo Peach Crinkle ribbon. Peekaboo Peach, what's it called? Peekaboo Peach Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon. All right. And I'm going to just push this through. I just wanted this to be bright and colorful. I'm actually planning to just use it as like a thank you gift to someone. So I just wanted it bright and colorful. And I'm going to just tie a simple bow. Okay. Tie a bow. Okay, and let's see here. Let's fuss with this a second. Come on. Oh, they're backwards. That's my issue. Okay. Pull that smaller. Okay, and I'm going to cut these a little bit shorter. Don't need them quite that long. Okay, and then I just wanted a little sentiment on the front. So I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock here, and it's cut at 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I'm using the stamp from The Little Things. This is another one that's retiring. The last day you can get it, January 2nd, 2018. So it's retiring from the holiday catalog. But I wanted to use the Made Extra Special Just For You stamp. And I've got my Peekaboo Peach Ink here. And I'm going to ink that up. And I'm just going to stamp it right in the center here. Okay. Looks good. And let me close up my ink. And stick some snail on here. And this is going to go right here. And that is my simple box. And as you can see, you could make these up for Christmas with Christmas paper. You could do cute birthday paper. There's really a zillion things you can do. And here's the one I did earlier. Aren't they just sweet and cute? And look at that. They have the cards in them. So this is a fun way to give, if you're going to hand out cards to people. It's just a fun little card gift box. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'd love it if you join my Facebook group. It's a group called A to Z Stamping, all one word. Thanks, guys. Bye.